Hi! I'm still alive. Thank you to everybody who has asked where I am, what is going on, am I still doing videos, etc., etc. And the answer is yes. So much has been going on. It's been 3 months since I last posted a video. We will circle back round to it because I know you're all really excited about seeing it. I have still been sewing while I have not been making videos. It's been quite nice. I fell down a very, very big sewing rabbit hole of the small museum pattern of the Dala tie top. I've made 4 so far, and all of them I wear religiously. So a little roundup with what's been going on in my sewing room. It for a little while has been a storage room again. It had everything all crammed down the other end, everything then crammed up this end. There was stuff everywhere. We were in and out, back and forth, blah, 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 sorting other stuff out in the house. And so I kind of didn't like being in here. I didn't want to film in here because it's not my usual nice, spacious setup where I've got lots of room to do things. Also, big news in the meantime of all of that madness as well, I have changed my job. And it's the craziest scenario. And I've had quite a few people who are in my life who have said to me, it is classic Chrissy, exactly what they expect. They wouldn't expect it any other way with how and what has happened. So the long and short of it is, I took my sewing machines into a place that's probably only 10 minutes down the road for me. I'd never been there before, but I kind of knew it existed. And they are a repair and servicing centre for sewing machines. Now, I have never gone and got my machines serviced, which is very, very naughty of me. And my overlocker was playing up. My original first brother machine wasn't quite stitching right, and I always want to have that as a backup one. So even though I don't use it anymore, I still like to have it because it's the first sewing machine I ever used and was gifted to me, and I love her. And then also, I had another rubbish machine. It was one of those, do you know that sewing machine that they had at Aldi like around COVID time, and it was like the So Crafty machine, and it did loads of stuff, and it was like £100 and whatever. Anyway, that didn't really work properly either as well. So I took them all down there, blah, blah, blah. And they were amazing. And I really, really got on with the people. Loved it as soon as I went in there because I was obsessed. They have a huge collection of old sewing machines as well as a showroom of all new sewing machines. They've got industrial machines, embroidery machines, massive machines, all the different brands. And I just fell in love with the place. It was amazing. So I got my machine serviced. I got a new overlocker while I was there because my other one was completely dead. And they basically offered me a job. And so I started about 4 weeks ago. So I've done a month so far already. Again, if you've been on Instagram, you've seen me share like a weekly little update of everything that I've been learning at the end of each week, because it is crazy. The world of sewing machines and what I have learned has been amazing. I absolutely love it. I feel so incredibly blessed and fortunate and lucky and grateful and all of the words. And sewing is my absolute passion and love, and I'm obsessed with every aspect of it. So this job for me is insane and amazing. There's loads of amazing things that are coming. They want to build up loads of areas of the business that absolutely play to my expertise and my ability, which is fantastic. So that is really cool. I would appreciate if you go and follow along on the Instagram. So the place is called Sewing Machines UK. They've got an amazing website if you are interested in a new machine. The after sales is incredible. They are authorized, and they're authorized dealers for all of the brands. They are authorized to cover warranties, repairs, etc., etc. Now, I know it's not for everyone because I'm based in Kent and the place is in Gillingham in Kent. So it's not going to be for everybody. If you are ever around there though, and you do want to come in and pop in and say hello, you absolutely can. We do have a small haberdashery section as well there, which is awesome. And we are looking at progressing and opening up to having like a sewing community group, which is something that I will be doing and working towards, which is amazing. But in the meantime, it's mostly about sales. So if you need a new sewing machine, you want some advice, etc., message me, message the shop, message through Instagram, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. If you want to get a new machine or you need some advice on a machine, if something's not quite right, let me know. So yes, that is an update and a little rundown from me. Now we're going to get on to some sewing. I had no intention of randomly filming a video today. However, I have actually got down to doing some sewing, which is one of these, which I did share on my Instagram, because I still do bits on my Instagram quite a lot. So if you follow me on there, you'll know probably the reasons why. I've sewn 2 already so far. The puzzle dress, which you can watch the video of, and then I've done a leopard print version. Finally got round to using my leopard print fabric, and it came out amazing, and I absolutely love it. This is a bit of a hack of this pattern, and somebody asked if I would share it with what I do. So of course I have said yes. On this pattern here, there is a second tier of the skirt. Now on my leopard print version that I have made, I took this part off. I found it quite fiddly and tricky to do because there's like a pivot point and a funny kind of bend shape in the 2 tiers, and it can be quite fiddly to kind of put that together. So I was like, actually, you know what, to make it quicker, I can just completely take the bottom tier away and then just elongate the whole of the top tier, so it's just one skirt panel, and that has worked out absolutely fine. Everything else I've kept exactly the same, and then that's it. But I'll show you the pattern piece. So this is the upper front panel of the skirt. So this is the waistline. This is the fold for the center front. This is the pocket gap. So you have like a pocket back, and then there's a pocket bag on the inside. So that's where your pocket is. And then this is the side seam. So before, this was the shape that was cut out. If you can see that in there, it's like slightly a different shape, and then there's like a pivot point here, and it was like gathery, sew to pivot, and then gathered here. I found it really fiddly. I did it on the puzzle dress. I found it a bit fiddly and a bit not, I mean, it's not horrific, but if you are like me and you kind of just want it to be easier, this is why I changed it. So I've simply taken another piece of pattern paper and then made this completely straight and parallel along this point. So this should be a right angle. Now, what I do then is simply from the waist, I place this piece on my fabric, on the fold, and then I take a tape measure, and then depending on how much fabric I've actually got left, if you've got loads, you can make it whatever you want, or just work with what you've got. And then I just measure how long I want the rest of that to be, and then I simply just draw it out. But with the side seam, I taper it out because that skirt shape, it's not A-line, but it's not a straight skirt piece of the like shape. It goes outwards. So I slowly graduate this kind of part out to as wide as I can with the size of the fabric width that I've got. After it's made, once it's put together, I will put mine on a dress form and see where the bottom edge is so that I can work out if I need to adjust anything for like the hem to be even the whole way around. So that's the front piece. The back piece is the same, but even easier. You basically have, so you've got your center back, which is the exact straight part, which you don't need to cut on a fold. This is just 2 separate pieces because you've got a zip to put in. There is a zip marker on there, which is actually this line here. I think that's where the zip finishes. And then you've got a notch here. This is again all gathered, and then the side again is slightly sloped out. So you just cut that as like a tapered kind of part again. And that is it. That is literally it. You do the rest the same. The construction is exactly the same. I'm debating whether to change the sleeves on this one so that they're not just like puff sleeves. I've got puff sleeves on everything and I love them, but I'm starting to get slightly bored of them. And the sleeves that I like, that I keep seeing everywhere, are the ones that have got like the cuff bit, if you know what I mean. So they go puffy a little bit, then they've got a cuff, and then they've got like it looks like a frill where it's then gathered. I might just wing it and see. I wonder if I could do it in like using the same sleeve shape. And then you just literally put an elastic there, finish the edge so it goes frilled. And then that's the only difference. So rather than having like a channel right on the hem that holds this elastic in, just finish the edge with a serger, do a single fold, finish the edge so that it's nice and neat. And then just however far up I want it, just literally like chuck because then this bit will still be poofy, but then it will be gathered in here, and then it'll be like a frill bit. Might just need to lengthen the sleeve piece a little bit. This is my fabric. This was a bargain, always a bargain fabric with me. Come on, you know the deal. So I've got this, which is going to be super cute for summer. It's a nice narrow width though. Do you know, one of them annoying fabrics that's not that wide? Hopefully that means it's going to be okay for the skirt, actually. I didn't think about that. Okay, let's get on to cutting out phase. I've come to the skirt cutting bit, or well, the skirt measuring bit. So this is the front part, okay? So I've pinned just that bit, and I kind of roughly held the tape measure up against my legs ish, and I think I want to go quite midi length with this, so it'd be nice, which I think is about 80, like mid shinish. And that means I also need to add, to finish it, I'm going to just give myself a little bit of room. So I'm going to actually make it 85. 85 is here. Then I move it along a couple of inches, go down to about 85 again, go along a couple of inches again, 85. Now this is the funny bit, because you want to ignore the curve of the pocket, and I'm going to put my ruler here, because this is kind of where the waist is. I'm going to come all the way across and then do 85, but straight down first. Now I do not have a lot of wiggle room because this is narrow, which is kind of what I imagined. It's not going to be hugely wide at the bottom because I don't have, I mean, it's not going to be like straight, because straight down, if you could see that, straight down was like that. We are going out. So I'm just going to take it to as wide as I can from here. So I'm going to join up all my 85 marks, first of all, which are here. Ballpark. Oh, my fabric is very movie. Oh, and this pencil is shite. I'm going straight out. I'm going to go all the way to the edge. As you can see, I am not super accurate. And I will not cry about it. So boo-hoo if you do. To kind of come out from here slowly to there. Okay, that'll do. That is going to meet that part, and then I'm going to come all the way down right to the edge of the fabric. Back one. I'm going to pin this one. This one doesn't have to be on the fold, but I'm going to do it as close as to get the maximum maximum width. Get the maximum width that I can. Pinny pin, 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 Peru. So, same again. We were doing 85. 85. Oh, I've got loads left for sleeves. Hurrah! Now I can cut. Woo! is the reveal. A slight change of plan with this project. I'm not into it already, so I have aborted the mission. This is how far I got. So I got a bodice and a sleeve on. So the sleeve was fine, and I think it would absolutely work in terms of doing that little gather, and then you've got the sleeve option. So if you wanted to do that, I'd put 13 centimetres on the end of each sleeve piece, and it was the smaller sleeve piece that's in with the pattern. And then I attached it as normal. I finished it on the edge, and then all I was going to do, I think I was actually going to do it as shearing. I think I was going to do like a couple of shearing parts, and then that would make that really nice sleeve pattern. All of the autumn winter ready to wear collections have started coming out already for loads of designers and brands, etc. So now I'm just completely ready to start doing autumn and winter making. So I have my first couple of projects on here, and I have already started filming the second project on my list already, which you may be able to slightly see on the side here as a little sneaky peeky. So this is going to go away. I'll pack it away and put it into the pile for projects to be finished. Sorry if you were really, really looking forward to seeing the outcome of this dress. Maybe another time. I might make another version of it because it's an amazing dress pattern. I love the dress pattern. It fits me beautifully. It comes out really lovely. So I might make another one, but in a more autumn winter appropriate fabric. And I'll do the sleeves again this way because I really want to do the sleeves in that format. So I will change and do the sleeves. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you don't already. I have been blown away. It's going to be coming up to my year anniversary soon of video posting and vlogging about my sewing journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.